Welcome back. Well, rescue efforts are still on in Bijapur to save little Akshata. Manikandan's robot is getting ready for the third time to get into the borewell and rescue the girl. When the robot was inserted for the first time, they encountered a sandstone. Later, when there was a second attempt, there was a small cave-in, due to which the effort had to be abandoned. Manikandan will be trying to get the girl out in the third attempt now. The robot was able to go up to 30 feet deep. A team of 15 medical professionals are already at the spot to ensure that the girl gets emergency treatment once she pulls out. 3 ambulances are also on standby. There is continuous supply of oxygen that is being given to the child. But let's not forget that since the night before yesterday, Akshata has not been provided any food or water because it is being suspected that even if she's alive, she is not in a conscious state. So the possibility of her consuming the food or water is very, very unlikely. And moreover, she is in an inverted position. It would probably be impossible for her to consume any sort of food in that position. My colleague Akshata joins us live from Bijapur. She's been tracking all the latest developments. Well, Akshata, over to you. First of all, take us through all the updates as of now.
Well, Nishita, there's quite a bit of confusion as to exactly what their plan is, because we're looking at several of these machines still working. In fact, you can see that while there's one scooping mud out here, there's another as well here scooping mud, as well as on the other side where they are going ahead and drilling that particular rock. So a lot of action happening out here, and the work is continuing. It's pretty much the site that we've been seeing since yesterday. Nothing has changed except that all these particular heavy machines are working together. They've all come together and they're ensuring that they speed up the process. We've all been saying that, of course, it looks like there's a delay that's been happening over the last many hours. We've been getting reports saying that 80% of the work is complete, but how far that's true, we cannot really say. At one point, we even saw the work getting stalled, but now once again, it has begun in full flow and they are going ahead and digging up the entire portion. What we're looking at, Nishita, in all likelihood, is that this particular drill will continue to go ahead and remove the rocks out here. Once it completes that, of course, we could be looking at once again some manual work happening, considering, of course, that they believe maybe that will not be able to get all the way through. Initially, they were saying that it will be only this particular driller that will be going ahead and ensuring that they rescue the 4-year-old girl. But now that may not be the case. We could look at it continuing for quite some time, and even, of course, going on till we get up till there. And of course, we have to wait and watch to see exactly how long the rescue operations will continue. But of course, we'll have to wait and watch to see exactly if these rescue operations will take time and how much time it will take, considering, of course, that we're looking at these heavy machines going ahead and drilling the area. And after that, of course, we'll have to wait and watch to see if in fact it will be manually done, because we have to keep in mind that there are officials there as well who are ready to go ahead and get in there. I even just spoke to one of them. They went on to state that it could lead to them going in there. They've got a lot of equipment with them as well, so we will have to wait and watch to see exactly how long it will take. Also, Nishita, let me just highlight to you, they put up a barricade of sorts all around here. Yesterday, of course, they were allowing people up till here. They were in fact allowing people to come all the way here, but now they're stopping them, saying that it's not okay. You cannot enter this particular area because there is a lot of activity taking place. All these JCBs are now dumping mud across the area because there is no place where they can go ahead and dump the mud. So it looks like they are going ahead and ensuring all that's necessary is done to speed up the rescue ops, Nishita.
Right, and also, Akshata, even as we watch you speak from the location, we can see that it's quite windy there at the moment. So any possibility of rains? Does it look very cloudy? Are the rain gods threatening to stall the rescue operations now?
Well, Nishita, there was a doubt even yesterday, and once again today we're looking at the same issue. Well, at one point it was drizzling, but now if you actually look at it, it is still a little cloudy. There is a very heavy breeze, as you mentioned, but of course it doesn't look like it's going to pour. We could probably witness a drizzle or the likes, but it's not going to really pour is what it looks like. But even if there is a heavy drizzle, Nishita, there's no doubt that it will affect the rescue operations. There's a lot of mud around, and it could lead to some amount of erosion, so that will be an issue, no doubt. But so far, of course, it is slightly overcast, but doesn't look like a very heavy rains either, Nishita.
Right, and also, Akshata, we understand that a third attempt will be made as far as the borewell robot is concerned. Can you take us through the details on that front?
Well, Nishita, initially it was being said that that particular robot will go down and pick up Akshata, but it's been confirmed now that the only job that robotic arm had to do was to in fact clear up the debris that was left on top of the girl. We understand that because a lot of people had come in on day one when the incident had taken place, they'd surrounded that particular borewell on Tuesday night, and some of them ended up shoving mud inside. So to clear up that debris, which has also led to a lot of stones and the likes, that's when the robotic arm went in. It picked out a lot of sandstone, picked out a lot of mud that was wrongly conceived, of course, as a failed operation where people thought that it was supposed to pick up the little girl, but in actuality that's exactly what it was meant to do. Pick up all that mud, clear up the area, because there was a scare, Nishita, in fact it's still prevalent, that maybe the oxygen is not reaching down to the little girl. Maybe in fact because of that layer of mud, the oxygen is not getting through, and hence she could be struggling to breathe if alive. So that's something that they wanted to take care of. The doctors were expressing their hesitance with regards to that, and that's why they went ahead and cleared the area. The robotic arm will not be used to bring her up, because they don't know her position, they don't know exactly where, how she's stuck in there, and also of course it looks like it's too narrow to pull her out. So it was only meant to go ahead and remove the dust, and it's pretty much done that job. The rest of it of course will be up to these machines, and of course these people, the rescue operations will continue. It could take a lot many more hours. Hopefully tonight we will see little Akshata being rescued, Nishita.
But and also we understand that time is life in this particular case, and it's already past 1 o'clock. It's past 41 hours since Akshata has fallen into this pit. So do we know any approximate time, since you have been interacting with the officials there, any approximate time or position when Akshata might possibly be rescued?
Well, Nishita, different officials telling us different things. One official that I had spoken to, who was of course the rescue superintendent, he went on to tell us that it could take somewhere between 6 to 8 hours, and he also said that it could take up till night. Hopefully, of course, it will continue. But also, of course, another official went on to tell us that 80% of the work is complete. In another hour, we could see results, and that is something that we will have to wait and watch, Nishita. It looks like they're not too clear on their timings. Each one telling us a different time, each one specifying that the rescue operations have reached to a great extent, and you can see that that particular rock, which was like a wall yesterday, has curved in. You can see that they've reached a certain amount of depth horizontally as well, so they are getting there. But the question is, how long will it take, especially of course since we're looking at a lot of these NDRF officials present, ready to go in there and start doing it manually once again. Will that lead to issues? Because once again the rescue superintendent told us what went wrong yesterday, that that rock is so solid that even the jackhammer that had gone in, the rods got stuck there twice, and that's why they were struggling. In fact, one of the police officials also went on to tell us, Nishita, that usually in these kind of sizes they would usually just blast the rock, but because there's a little girl stuck in there, they're unable to do that, and that is the biggest handicap. That stone is, the rock is so huge that they're unable to get past this, and only if they do go ahead and blast it can they actually get that done. So equivalent to that, they need to do all the work, all the mechanized and manual work required to go ahead and break down that stone. So you can imagine how much of work it will take, Nishita.
Right, Akshata, thank you for joining us with all those details there. Well, there we have it. It could take several hours from now. A lot of challenges that the officials are facing at the moment, considering the fact that there are huge boulders, there are huge stones that are blocking their path leading to Akshata. They are ideally supposed to carry out the horizontal digging manually, considering the sensitive nature of the digging. They will have to ensure that the earth above them doesn't come crashing down, but time is life here, and it is extremely essential at this point in time for them to get to Akshata at the earliest. They've also cleared the debris above Akshata so that she can get enough oxygen and light also, maybe, considering that she's almost 29 feet below ground, but the rescue operations could take several hours. There is no clarity on that front as yet.